Hello everybody, welcome to this end of year review of the UNIGEAR Camfy P3 sleeping pad, large, or in addition, this is the wide version. So yeah, this is part of a series where I'm catching up some equipment that I bought like a year ago that I had, what was it, like the best of 2000, or new gear for 2022. Well, I've had this, in this case, for like a year and a half. I think it's time to give a review. So, let me get a few things out of the way before I even start this. First, I like this. It has worked well for me. Well worth the money. Two, when you go to Amazon.com, Coupang if you're here in Korea, Gmarket, whatever you want, your online stores, you're going to be inundated with just literally dozens, if not hundreds of choices. So it's very confusing and hard to tell, hey, what's the best choice for me? Well, I'm just here to say this. I'm not going to tell you this is the best, but it works as advertised. And right there, that's worth consideration. So, let's go ahead and crack this open and, get started with the review. Okay, so here we are. We got the sleeping pad. You just roll it out as such. Right here is the nozzle for it. Get you a better, there we go. Let me get my, how's that? That should be a little better. Okay, great. Now, inside here, you can't see, you have a defibrillator. I cannot say that word to save my life. Defibrillator, right? So you can blow air in here and it won't deflate, right? It'll still keep the air in it, which is really cool. What you do with this, you take this, connect it. Now, depending on when you bought this and what instructions you got, you've been told one of two things. I know when I first saw a review on this, I think the instructions were, this is where I saw the first video about this and they caught my attention because I was looking for a mat. And again, there's so many choices out there, you don't know what to go with. But it was just like, roll it like this and blow it. You can do that. But on the company webpage, what they tell you to do is this. Repeat that process. Now, the company says it takes like 20 breaths to do this. I find that it takes me a little bit longer. Now, you might be wondering, well, how come you need this? Why can't you just blow air into it? Because this is designed to be used for cold weather camping. It's really all year round. So, if you blow directly into it, like if you had a traditional nozzle and you blow in, you're gonna blow your breath in here. It's gonna get cold and it could potentially leave icicles in here, ice. So this is to help prevent that. That's also the only thing I have a problem with. I would really like if there was like an alternate means of blowing this up, because like in summertime, I would love to be able to just take a nozzle, blow it up, be done in like 30 seconds, versus having to put 3 to 5 minutes sometimes to get this up. This can take a while. Other than that, at the moment, there's nothing I think of. So what I'm gonna do, instead of, work on this a little bit. Let me inflate this and I'll get back to you. Okay, I'm back. Now, like I said, you have to use this to blow up and it takes several minutes. And I gotta say, that's probably my only real complaint about this, is it can take a little bit of time to blow this up. And also when it's time to pack it up and everything, the other thing I would say is a con that I wish the company would kind of work with is, again, you have a defibrillator here. See, I open this up, the air's still there. But when you wanna deflate this, you have to push down on this, keep your finger in there, so as you're squeezing it, you always have to have your finger in there to get that air out. It's not like your traditional pads where you just open it up and the air will just naturally leak out, and as you squeeze on it, more air push out. You always gotta have your finger on it. That's the only bummer. But other than that, let's get into some other things. Now, I don't have the specs in front of me, so I'll put those down in like either some text down here, or I'll link you to the product itself so you can check it out. But like I said, this is the large, and I got the wide version, so it's a little wider at the top. You see here how you got what looks like a pillow or maybe a headrest so you don't slide off. The Fleet had the same thing. Now, I'm gonna do is, there's a couple of cool things about this pad. Okay, I think you can see me here. I am laying down flat on this. I have plenty of room. I am 5'11", roughly 71 inches, right? What is that, 180 centimeters? Plenty of room. Also, I'm over 250 pounds. I'm not a light guy. But, look at this. My hips do not sink to the ground. It works just fine. Plenty of support, okay? So, that's a really awesome feature. Next. This is rated for an R factor of 2. What does an R factor of 2 mean? Well, I'll link it below, but it's supposed to be a measure of how warm a pad will keep you in cold weather. Hence why, again, you know how you have to use the little stuff sack to blow this up, because it's designed, not only, it's a 4-season, I guess you would call it a 4-season sleeping pad. So an R factor 2, it gives you a little bit of warmth, but it's not going to be completely insulated. Like right now, you see me here on this ice and everything. Now I've used this pad out here before in below freezing weather, and cold air is going to seep through. It will insulate you from some, but not all of it. So keep that in mind. If you really want to go deep winter camping, and you really want some cold weather, you're going to probably want a more insulated pad. But if you're kind of looking for that one pad to rule them all, maybe that one pad option, because you're not going to go out all the time, you're a casual camper, this might be an option for you. And let's see. Yeah, I think it's about it. It's very simple, it works. See how I'm sitting here right now, cross-legged, kind of talking to you? I feel fine. My body's warm, I'm dry, so it's good to go. I really like this product. And I want to tell you one more thing I forgot to mention. Another use case for this. It's not just for camping. It's a great travel pad. You saw how small that thing is, right? It fits up into a tiny backpack. So you can like literally throw it into like even your cargo pocket. If you got a big cargo pocket, you can literally shove it in there. It'll fit into a small backpack. Like I have a 32-liter backpack I use for my EDC bag, and for like some light hiking, fits in there just fine. Fits into my 21-liter Rush 12, no problem. So it's a really great thing. And so like if you live in like Asia like I do, and you happen to have in-laws or family members or people you travel with, like there's a lot of places in Korea and other parts of Asia, they don't use beds, they don't even have sofas. Sometimes they just sleep on the ground. You're gonna want a nice comfortable sleep, especially if you got back or neck problems like this guy. You're gonna appreciate this, because I take it along with me wherever I travel, inflate it, and I get a decent night's sleep out of it, especially if you can get a decent pillow to go with it. So I think that's all I have to say right now. Please, I'd love to hear your comments about this. If you ever used this product, or maybe you know something better, please comment, share your experience. And until next time, bye.